Hello, officer.
It's you again. What is it? Why? You're cuckoo, cop. I'm the only man responsible for this unit.
How many times must I tell you?
Yeah, fuck off!
Sounds like you wanna push this steaming pile of Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under—
And fuck you too, moral
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you'll be—
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude.
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
It's you again. What is it?
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy—
Because she was here.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
No. All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run.
That's probably for the best.
And just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
Why not? You can't draw a straight line in a closet. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up. How? People say there was a pinball arcade.
East Delta Pinball Arcade.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a stair.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop. Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All—
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, Me and Angus are going.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift.
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it? I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying that's one mystery down then? And architectural.
He knows it's something. He's just not ready to say you knew more about Ruby than he does, yet.
Footprints. Recent. That close, huh? How fortunate. Good news is, I'm still listening. Right. What the fuck does that got to do with Ruby?
He makes a gruff gesture for you to continue.
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the root, but a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun.
Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun.
God damn. That's just about your favorite top.
You were warned not to bring it up. Your best shot here is to just back out of it.
Trouble. This is Revachol. Even the roid heads in the gym had a...
He's angry because he knows you're right. What he's saying only confirms your theory.
You lost your gun?
Tell me, did you lose it before the murder? Sure. Take your sorry ass out of here.
Stop thinking about your lost gun, damn it.
This was merely a thought exercise. He did not lose his gun. Let's move on.
I don't know, Cop. Why don't you find your lost gun first?
Easy now, Al.
Titus, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Phase 3. The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
Nah, man. That's just Ruby.
Plus, man, it's like female intuition, you know. Women talk to women. Which is sort of why we need someone on the team who they talk to. Yeah, exactly.
Wishful thinking has no place in a police investigation. A more serious consideration that you wish to avoid is that she knew what happened because she did it.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it?
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right?
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I...
Time for a logics demonstration. He scoffs.
Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
The man is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up...
Which is why she didn't. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
Yeah, like what? A thing? You...
Yeah, but they're both girls.
Girls like girls too, Angus, sometimes. This is one of those times. She liked Glacier.
Yeah? No. Ruby's got more balls than a ball pit.
You what? First he says she's murdered him. Now she's a too? It's a lie.
Come on, Glenn. She likes Monica's titties more than you do. Everyone knows which way.
I did. I knew it. That's why she didn't fuck me at Fatty's.
She didn't fuck you, 'cause you're 40, and you still live with your mom, Dennis.
Ruby then threatened her and told her to end her...
This is some sordid shit. It's also the kind of garbage our Miss Aronier puts out to cover her own ass. Figures. But that Ruby is queer as... And that's okay. Some are queerer than others. You can still be a Hardy. But...
And then, boss, use us to cover it up?
If it's true. But it's not, right?
There's no fucking leadership challenge. Just when I thought she would take it.
Man, now he's just throwing shit against the wall.
Okay. We ruled out infighting. That's how this works, by exclusion. Remember, all we need to do...
There's a bit of truth in there for Titus to react so brashly. He does not like his authority questioned. Silence. The old man, in a very small nod. This is the only option.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared. She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I'm probably...
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that. Friday afternoon, when you first arrived, I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. I told you. You, as in the cop with the sideburns.
And a hole in his heart. That first.
How can I forget? You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure. She said you have a funny taste in clothes, and that you won't until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you place...
And then, when they're all empty, just move on. Onto...
Fucking hell. Titus...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it. Whack him.
It's not an actual silence. He nods.
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to.
Scared. You should be, too. A strange fear creeps over you. A metallic taste in...
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on...
Good fucking luck, man.
Yeah, Al. And we won't.
She's not really a Hardy candidate anymore.
She's not, Glenn. A little.
Where have you looked for her?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlog. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there. Sure, there's some shithouses there, a cinderblock town. The fisherfolk there refuse to unionize. So I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash.
We will start there.
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a lorry man. The what now? No.
She said she's building a...
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing you...
This guy barely understands what...
There you have it. Hell,
It feels like you'll get to know soon enough.
It'll have to.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. Not just granite, tightly packed RCM sergeant material. No, he already is a sergeant. You think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you? Notice how it came together without casting too much suspicion on Classier. It was nice mishmash. No, they didn't. Notice how this hasn't come up at all. Even Hardy and his boys didn't mention it. Neither did you. That's right. Finish thought. Just finish it and conveniently go on. She's watching you leave right now. You know that. Don't listen to this guy. The theory was so...
Oh, look. It's the cop who turned me into a bad person.
The sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. Oh? Who? Okay. When did this person stay here? Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning. Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its... Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else. Well, how can I assist you then?
Our tenant, the policeman. Nay, I haven't seen anyone. This is my little cinder block town. I know what...
She's being evasive.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other. Aye, that you are, Dark Omen. Help yourself and your organization. Help the storm clouds gather on the horizon. There's not much to tell. People come and go.
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too. As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, the edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched. Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks something bad. Someone's night thoughts. A last resort. You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does. You have enough to confront it. An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection.
Our tenant, the policeman. Damn that girl.
Bullet? You didn't put it there, did you?
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid. Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl. As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she...
That's for the police to find out. Right then. Please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think. I cleaned it, like I always know. She's good company, knows how to talk to an old woman.
This Ruby is an old lady whisperer. She knows how to work the village elder.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish.
She wanted to talk to her, as they usually do, but she was brooding.
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting it.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she...
Do tell. Exit from what?
The lieutenant stops writing.
No, she's a fighter.
Not a quitter, like you sometimes get, son.
Nothing of the sort. Sure, she was no stranger to the bottle. She fit in that way.
The sun sets.
She isn't what you'd call a drunk. Even offered me some from time to time. Said it was part of the communal life. But I never saw, not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape millions she'd made, although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff.
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
I don't know. Further up the coast, she tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door, you'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand.
I wouldn't worry about that, ma'am. We are persistent.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the...
The failed electric neuron. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
What more do you want to know about that poor girl? Yes, let's hear verse 1.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
She's a good girl. Whatever.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks.
What bad people?
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents' present.
Then we're definitely doing it.
Hello, mister. Luby. My mom tells me I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know that I can't say Earl.
Kids.
Bye!
Tequila sunset. Can't really remember seeing any women.
It's a touchy topic. He hasn't got laid in ages. It's a touchy topic.
The legend! He's back! Dunkel.
There's... You see, a once bright mural, a slogan used to intertwine with the loops along.
Hello. Isn't this a fight? No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just...
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. There's some tear, an empty...
I'll just keep the Corda Lacey in the channel, if that's okay. It's too shallow near the... Hi, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way. Of course. Jetty. Hello, detectives. It's good to see you here.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I...
That. And she's also keeping an eye on you.
Spying has such a negative connotation. I did track your progress. Then there's the matter of that little scamp in old lady clothes. She threatened to paint the cordelate she read.
What is this? Destruction of property? Hooliganism? Elder abuse?
No need. Lillian and I are getting on much better. For one, she appreciates the concept of, how do I like it?
Water drips down eaves of Eternite. The smell of salt.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name. All the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor?
Fortunately for you, madame.
Real men, real politics, real thoughts in your head.
Oh, I'm not frightened, officer.
Above you, there forms a quilt of alto-cumulus cloud. Their cloud shadows slide over the ruins of Revachol West. Wherever they... It's early spring, and the rains are coming. An officer enters a low hut of stone and wood. They're antiques, says Lieutenant John, the archetype McCoy, to his partner. They're digging them up from the children carry them up. Come May, the streets will be flooded. Outside.
Have I told you how they discovered this place? No, they're in Celindian, Isola. Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty. It's a pity. Most of these people will never know what this place means, this island of matter, or why they were ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
Do we?
I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit.
This story she will tell only before she leaves Martinez.
Maybe there is something else I can assist you with, while you're hot in pursuit? Of course. Anything to help. I am sorry to have been... Oh?
Is what you're about to say when a cold streak runs through your heart. Once said, there is no going back, Harry. Yes. What if something happens to her and you've left one question
Of course, Detective. Well, technically good. I fear I've told... Is there anything else I can help? Of course. Of course. How else can I help? What we do.
She nods.
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything. Glad to have been of assistance.
metal and plastic contraption bobs up and down amidst the trembling.
That, over there, must be the boy Klaas you told us about. The one she hid up.
You lift the boy out of the water without much effort. The number 11 has been written on the yellow plastic. It hasn't been in the water for very long, but it's already
Simple construction. Very unsafe.
There's something in there, splashing. It smells like you would expect it to smell. The water this side of a shot glass's worth of seawater pours out. Some algae.
Well, damn. We still got here too late. There's nothing of use here anymore. I have no idea. Or think we do. This is a small loose end, either way. Not important, I hope. Could be. We should keep an eye out. Nothing more for us to do here. Let's go.
You could ask the miss what she thinks. Later, if you have...
I have no idea. Or think we do. This is a small loose end. In my experience, cryptids are generally uninterested in travel documentation.
You could ask the miss what...
I have no idea. Or think we do. This is a small loose end. That may very well be the case.
You could ask the miss...
I have no... Or think we do. Might have been Klaasje. Might have been the people after her. Might have been a local drunk.
You could ask the miss what she thinks. Scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Yo, man, what's on your mind? Dead body, spirit entered, sure.
Yes, what is it? What? No, no one's suspicious around here. I brought them here. Great.
Good morning! Yeah! Harder car!
Oh, hey, man, it's good to see you. Goodbye.
No.
Just no?
It's pretty desolate here. I only hear the dogs bark at night and see the shadows move down the coast. Exactly. It's our chance to turn the grim No.
Just no.
It's pretty desolate here. I only hear the superstition. We can turn the grim
Oh, hey, man, it's good. Goodbye, officer.
There really have an interesting setup here. Like kids preparing for a school science fair. It's pretty neat.
This? Oh, we're trying to see if we can come up with some cool new special effects to add to the visual aspect.
We tinker with things. Art, music, chemistry.
Some chemicals, when mixed, can, you know, change... Blow up! Not like, you know, in a dangerous way. Or, well, besides, did you know that smell experiences are all the...
Very big in arts.
Yes. Chemistry has many uses.
The young man looked startled for a moment.
I hope you get to experience one of our light smell shows sometime, sir.
Feel free to come back later and have a blast with this exemplar.
An old door worn by...
It's military. The washerwoman mentioned it.
You see, a slogan used to intertwine. Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set. There's something in the wind.
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there.
Why single out this one building? Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead. No rustle in the reeds. The wind trying to talk to the wind. The city, whatever you thought would happen, is trying to talk to the city, something you've done before.
Really hoping she'd be in the village. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild... And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is... Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village. Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can all... An adventure awaits. An adventure... Buckle up and raise your collar. This search is going to be wet and cold. Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving in through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away...
She's down there.
Okay. Why? Right. How do we get in there? The doors were...
Finally, my time to shine.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break. Old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotten boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an alternative path into the fell building? Your eyes slowly begin to adjust to the dark. The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk. However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around...
The lieutenant's face lights up.
And it's right here. A maintenance door.
It's jammed shut. The subtle approach. Oh yeah. Big boy time. This an ordinary. As your eyes adjust, you see some trash. crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts. Someone has and nothing. Broken glass from bottles thrown. The metal doors are heavy, and the flaking rust hurts your palms. But together...
Good work. Shall we?
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm. It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it. At last, the fastest hand in Revachol reunited with the slickest tool in the north. You're gonna...
Yes?
This isn't just glass. These are old computation components. Yes, filament memories. From the time when wires were cast in glass, slides with an inlay. The how was a closely guarded secret. Something that was locked in safes in human heads across the river where they were made.
So it is. I think it is used to form a single system, slotted in the wall. The rest of the building seems to have been picked clean. These? No. These are old filament memories.
All you will find here is pain. A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. A plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spider web. Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair matched. Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand, grains sticking to the frayed skin of the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab.
Yes. Looks like some latter-day radicals were hiding out here. They left half a century. This was probably part of the network of defense posts. I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted. We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being...
Good hiding place for someone who's up to no good.
I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case. Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. The youths always go for this kind of stuff. You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp.
No, what do you mean? I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh. Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan. Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have.
You will upset the balance of power in Martinez. This part of town is a fine clockwork puzzle. Disturb its peace, keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city...
Let's try not to. If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
I leave that to your judgment. You already know what I think about cross...
He just can't be sure. Maybe it will yield something useful.
Yes. There won't be time for that once things go down. Matter of fact...
If you must.
Okay, why not? Whatever goes down might also affect her. The Union is watching her closely now.
Not closely enough, you suspect, but still.
You mean Morel? I don't see how cryptozoology and the murder investigation are connected. But I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly...
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper...
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
The sea's gonna calm down soon. Officer, what brings you up here in the rain? Oh.
Did you take the document?
No, of course not. As I said, it would have been too risky for me to use those documents anyway. My employer gave them to me. In truth, I should have destroyed them. Yes, I am. Regardless of who... It was probably just an accident. I was worried I'd been too careless with the latch. The documents were probably just...
The words, washed away, sound distant and strange suddenly. Somewhere far away.
I really don't know, sir. I certainly don't feel like I've won. I feel like shit.
She smiles, a bitter little smile. She means it.
Clearly, I haven't. We're having this conversation, aren't we?
The rain falls on her shoulders, tinting her.
I'm stuck in Martinez just like all of us. I've been up here for... I don't know how long now. I like to call this my rooftop containment for my sins, of course. The long-standing sins of a bad friend. For destroying my first love. For working for bad people. I don't know what to say. None of this is fortuitous for me.
She nods, slowly, carefully even. There is suddenly a strange glint in her eyes. Not malicious, but dangerous.
Okay.
She nods, silently.
Yeah? All right. Lie.
Yes, we demand she be... She slowly lights up.
Sure. The record. So fish.
officer. I really...
She smiles.
How well could it have...
The rain.
I'm stuck in Martinez just like all...
She nods. There is suddenly a strange glint in her eye.
Oh, hello, sweetie.
Hello, officer. The Coppernado is back. What do you want? Yeah? What? The what?
She said...
What?
We were talking...
This guy barely understands what he's talking about. It feels like you'll get to know.
Anything else you want, Cobb? Yeah? What?
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Again? I can't...
The man ponders his cooking utensils and he looks up. Shrugging is an international...
Oh, look. It's the cop who turned me into a bad person.
Looking for something odd?
Right to work!
Hola, wandering man.
Oh.
Mr. Dubois, every word. Most certainly, Harry. No, by all means, Harry. What's on your mind? Great! You want to bounce something? Absolutely, Harry. I'm always happy to educate and entertain you, my friend. So, what's on your mind? We're way past... You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on such matters. But very nice, Harry. Is there anything else?
Hello, officer. Well, they may not. They'll work.
The traps do seem to be deft.
Yes. What?
Hey, was there something you needed? Another thing. Great. I love the... Yes?
An old East Delta Commerce Center. This must be the name of the doomed commercial. No. Hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric Just an ordinary war. Nothing to see here. A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man.
I suspect there aren't many communists around. The White Star?
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman.
She mumbles, some kind.
Hello again, officers. Have you come?
Can't you? I haven't really started it yet. Have you ever? We read.
She wants it to be something.
Yeah? Lying is cool, I guess.
I don't.
The bemusement in her voice doesn't fully mask genuine tenderness.
Figures. All of you are lying. Fat chance. But you can still.
She
Have you no? This place is a sepulchre.
What is it with these skulls and cooperation?
I ain't no.
Actually,
We weren't put on this earth.
You can revisit the bench if.
Oh. Host Almighty.
Officer.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. I doubt it, but
The pawnbrokers.
The Coldima Madakwa. Sorry, I would never. Once. This was before. Cool or not, we thought we did. We got. That really wasn't unfortunate.
Do we really have time for this?
All right.
There's nothing else.
Either he's gonna calm down soon. You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Oh? Of course, Detective. You can always...
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it. There's nothing else to do with it.
Tequila sunset. Good. Now the only thing... I'm all ears. The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer? Unfortunately, the factory sold this. It's from time to time, people need a... Some went to patch their wounds, they're gone.
It absolutely...
No. There's nothing to...
The loot.
Yeah. Now, before...
She really liked those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounced.
Us work life didn't...
This is neat. She looks like...
Do it! Hit on the widow! It's the right thing to do!
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it. door, you hear... All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well. Yes, I feel we are nearing a real breakthrough. If anything, the presence of the locust points to the opposite. But what do I know? I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You...
Fuck, does Kuno care? Yeah. Kuno took the books, so what?
So it wasn't the phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
Yeah, well, Kuno's all you got, bitch. It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. Stop! You stop? It's like they're fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rain.
The girl forces herself to walk. The lameness is causing her physical pain. The damage may be permanent.
You don't have a brain for this shit. No one... It's because of the lane. I am who I am, see? Fuck you.
Oh my god, Kuno!
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
In it, you hear snow melting. So that's what this is about. Without a word, for once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red. Use this momentary confusion to take control of the situation.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence. Just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die. The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
He recognizes the name.
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here.
There's silence between the two children. They're not...
Hello, officer. I think I ought... So it was just a child.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means...
Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the
Darling, I told you to take it easy.
You're right. We can come back next season, when it's...
There won't be a next season. Not for this. Find a phasmid or admit defeat, people.
We are getting really carried away with this, aren't we?
Really? It's too much, officer.
What Morel means is...
Here's a fresh batch of locust. They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again.
Wow. Co-discovery. You'd be famous. This would show them all. We... The trap stands empty amongst the reeds. No insect sounds or movement around. The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other... The trap's
fantastic.
The locusts, dazed from being transported. They're not really going to get the...
Good. Now that's done. When do you think we will return to... Don't answer that.
He doesn't want to. But if...
Hello, dear. Thank you for doing that, dear.
Her smile is weary. Her earlier...
Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him. I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them so many times. Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
That really is...
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this?
different? How? I'm not. It's a strange...
And when a police officer asks?
Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just... Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about what Morel's so proud of it.
A terrible sting in the heart. Regret.
No, at least I don't think I did, but Morel, that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists.
That I am a queen? An extraordinary...
But now, we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it.
The lieutenant opened. He's hiding. These things are tough on him. Matters of love, not violence or deceit. An acorn is not the same as the tree. That requires time, diligence, and care.
But it is. We've spent years searching for the phasmid. If I hadn't led him down this path, he could have a steady job lecturing at a university. But if the dream comes to naught, what good is it? No, the thing... I was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I arrived. On our first date.
She has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking.
Maybe. But then why do I not dare tell him? I've wasted enough of your... What you have to know is the Insulindian phasmid probably does not exist. Let us fools chase our ghosts. There are a million better things to do with your life. A true believer. Sometimes I still see it too. The real memory of...
Rising. Unfolding from the reed.
Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary.
Really?
Oh, sweetie. Please don't get...
No one can stop you from finding the phasmid.
You're welcome, sweetie. I'm glad it helped you, even though it turned out to be a...
A dream, a fool's hope. Like that, she drives off. The gas engine sputters quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside the cold...
We should go to...
Somewhere out there, a kilometer to the southeast, a gust of wind shakes the... trap is full of locusts, but they seem weak and unhealthy. Poor thing. The trap is poor thing. The scruffy-haired little boy kicks. A few poor things. Just dead and dying locusts, and this poor thing.
Hey man, it's good to see you. Goodbye,
Welcome back.
Yo, man, what's on your mind?
Good morning! Yeah! Harder car! Oh, hey man, it's good to see you. Goodbye.
Medicinal, very next, lastly, if only you could, would you like, you, very next, last, you, if would you like to try, you close the, you, if there are a number of, there's nothing in it, first, you, next, you'll need to, lastly, you've created, if only, would you like to try again? Very well. Next, lastly, you've created. If only would you like to try. You close the book, flipping. You come across the. Finally, something to calm the angry spirits that have been plaguing you. It seems to contain descriptions of the medicinal. There's nothing in here that speaks to hangovers directly. However, while first you need to. Next, you. Lastly. You've created a. If only would you like to try. Very well. Next, you. Lastly, you've created a. If only would you like. You close the book and find yourself staring at the familiar cover once more. The trap is full of locusts, but they seem weak. Poor thing. You hold it every. The alphabet. This book will show you the score. Get you oriented with those. The alphabet. Medicine. Next, last. You've created. If would you. Next, lastly. It would. Last. You've created. If would. It would. It would. It would. It would. You. It would. It would. You. You've created a delicious tincture of whiskey and ginger. According to the pharmacopoeia, if only would you like to try again. You close the book. It's getting cold.
Good night, officer.
It's getting cold. The bed is comforting. The place feels almost like home now, quiet and dignified around you.
It's easier this time. Drifting off, your head has found a comfortable end.
There are no days here.
For now, when the pictograms and the...
Ready. The trap is full of low. Poor thing. The scruffy-haired little boy kicks. A few locusts trudge along the wall of the trap. The rest are poor things. The trap is filled with dead and dying locusts. Most of them aren't poor things. Just dead and dying locusts, and the poor thing. An old door, worn